Good morning, great morning, wonderful morning, spectacular morning, outstanding morning, magnificent morning. Yes, again, the beautiful reminder of choice. And what is that choice? It's the choice of thought. See, we get to choose where we're going to go. And how do we do that? We choose by choosing how we think. And that right there is so important for everyone to get. It's so important if you want to change your life because thoughts are the causes, the results are the effects. We can never do anything without first seeing it in mind. See, it always starts in the mind, it always starts in thought. And that's what we talk about here in all of these wonderful calls in Mastermind and with everything that we do here at Elevitality. See, everything that we share with you is about helping you to understand how to change the outcomes of your life. If you want to change the results, you got to deal with the cause because the cause is what's delivering that effect. Think about that. Results are effects, they're outcomes, and there's a cause to that. And that cause is rooted in how you're thinking. Change how you're thinking, you will change your life. And it's everything when it comes to making changes in your life. But unfortunately, most people they don't get that. They don't understand it. And then what happens is more and more of the same results keep coming in, and then there's frustration, confusion, and boy, that really stinks. But with that being said, it doesn't have to stay that way. You see, it doesn't have to continue the same way. You can shift your outcomes by operating with what it is that we're sharing with you and to use what we're talking about. And right there, that's the key component. You got to apply the information. If you don't apply what we're talking about here, then unfortunately, you're not going to deliver any change in your life. So, with that being said, what is it that we share with you again? It's these beautiful principles. And the main thing that we put across to you is the lie of self sabotage. There is no such thing as self sabotage. It's a lie. You're not your own worst enemy. You're not battling against yourself. None of that's true. See, what's in the way is the program in you. See, that's the paradigm. It's what's in the subconscious mind. And when you get that, understand that, and start thinking that way, then everything changes. And it changes in exact proportion to the changes that you made inside. All right, so let's proceed with this and let's move on because we need to start diving into this. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into what we went through before in one of the previous sessions. And the reason why we're going through it is because it's very important. It needs to be emphasized. Now, I do repeat a lot of things here, as you know, and the reason why I repeat them is because repetition is the mother of learning. That's how it gets into you. And so let's do some more repeating, shall we? Let's get into this. Oh, yeah, but before we do that, there's another beautiful thing that we need to share with you too. I forgot to share this with you. The next book that we will be studying is The Science of Getting Rich. And there is a special edition that we do have. It's a special edition that is an unabridged edition from 1910, and we're going to provide you the link for that version of the book that we're getting. The link is going to be down below, and then we're also going to send this to you as well. Make sure that you click on that link and get your copy today, because we will be going into this probably in about maybe 10 days. We got about maybe 10 more days left of this specific book, and then we're going to go in again into the Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. It's going to be incredible for you. There is a science to getting rich. If you want to understand what leads to money being coming to you and you attracting money, this is an incredible book. It's amazing. It's incredible. It's beautiful. Make sure you get your copy. All right. And you'll see it again that in the link there. See, look at the link. There it is. Look at it. It's so cool. Oh my gosh, that cover is amazing. All right, let's go into this, shall we? Let's go into where we are in this beautiful gem here. Here we go. Boom. And where I'm going to go back to is page 123, if you have the soft cover. And it's tied into this important piece right here. And that important piece is your subconscious mind does not create, it enforces. Now, Sit in that for a moment. Your subconscious mind does not create, it enforces. It enforces what you have made important. Now, this again is on the chapter of habits. We talked about beliefs before, but now let's talk about this emphasis. Remember, your subconscious mind is a loyal servant, but it's not loyal to you. It's loyal to what you've made important. Its job is to enforce what's been put in your heart. And guess who gets to determine what's in your heart? If you don't like what's there, if you don't like the results of your life, you can change the program. You could change whatever's there in the heart. And with that change, your subconscious mind, okay, will enforce it. It'll do all the rest of the work. 100%. It'll do the rest of the work. Now, again, grab onto that. You have this in you to help you to get whatever you desire. The only thing that you must do is be loyal to the idea. In other words, you got to hold it on the screen of your mind. You got to be strong with your will. And then from there, it will impress upon your subconscious, which will then lead your behavior to everything else. Now, with this being said, will there be a struggle with you going into that? Yes. And you're going to see a lot of that when we go into the science of getting rich, especially in chapter 4. Yes, you will have that struggle. Matter of fact, in terms of you holding the idea on the screen of your mind, something that you would love, when the appearance, when the result is contrary to that, is the hardest work you're ever going to do. With that being said, though, if you do that, you will have power. You'll be able to get what you want. You'll be able to change your life to be the way that you would love it to be. Now, again, really grab onto that. Grab onto the importance of what's being said here, because that is something that will dramatically change you. And again, from what's after this, and this is why changing a physical habit requires first changing the mental pattern that created it. If you want to change a habitual action, you must first disrupt the thought pattern. You got to disrupt it. You've got to you got to make the decision to step into how you would love things to be and let the light in. And this is why people struggle to change their habits, to try and force themselves to act differently without addressing the mental programming that's dictating the behavior. But until the program changes, the action will always revert back to the conditioned habit. Now, how many of you have experienced that? You in the beginning, you intentionally worked towards making the change, and in the beginning, the change was made, but then there was loss of the image. In other words, holding that on the screen of your mind, and then slowly things went back to what was normal before. We've all seen this with many people, for instance, who have gone on diets. Most people who go on diets, they fail miserably when it comes to the diets, not because the information is wrong, but because they lost sight of how they would love to see themselves. That's what actually led to them actually going there in the beginning, which led to them actually losing the weight. But then what happened is they didn't do it long enough. They didn't hold it on the screen long enough to the point of where it was rooted in them. And then what happened? The weight came back, and the weight came back with friends. Okay. Well, that applies to everything in terms of financial situations, relationships, all of it. If you don't change the paradigm, then what will not change are the outcomes. What will not change are the results. Now, habits are mental first. Once you understand that, you'll stop fighting your physical actions and start focusing on the only thing that truly matters, what is running in your subconscious mind. Now, sit in that for a moment. And again, I'm repeating this on purpose. I'm going over this again on purpose because of the importance of it. If you want to change the results of your life, you must change what's automatic in you. Type that in the comments. To change my life, I must change what's automatic in you. In me, I should say. I said that wrong. I must change what's automatic in me. If I want to earn a lot more and make that a normal in me, it's got to be normal in my thoughts. See, that's how you've got to operate. That's what you've got to move. And if you haven't been seeing the changes, even slight changes in the outcomes, it's because you haven't shifted the paradigm. You haven't shifted what's in the heart. And this is what we're hoping to connect with you and help you to see. Now, for those of you who are watching this live stream on social media and would love to tap into watching the remainder of these calls and even watching the replays, because every one of these replays are there, then go to elevitality.com and register for Mastermind. There's two options: one where you can come in here to these live calls, and there's another one if you just want to do self-study and watch the replays. Both options are valid. They both work. The choice is yours. All right. So now